What up, guys? Jason Geiman here with PressureWashHelp.com, king of pressure washing. And tonight we're going to talk about. I know that a lot of people slow down in August, and I kind of preach this over and over that you're probably going to slow down in July and August. And this is one reason why I tell you all to set goals. And this is another reason why I also tell you to set a marketing budget. Why do we want to set a marketing budget? Well, Jason, it slows down in August, so I need to quit spending my marketing budget. Well, or do you really need to keep pushing your marketing budget? Do you need to keep doing the things that you keep doing? And yes, your returns probably aren't going to be as good as spring, January, February, that's not spring. April, May, June. But what you do need to do is keep spending that budget of your marketing. Keep doing marketing. And rather, if you slow down on the spending, you still need to keep doing the things to keep pushing. You need to keep following the process. So good evening, everybody. Good evening, Scott. Mr. Brandon's in the house. $70,000 an hour from pressure washing is attainable. Buy this program now before I throw the burner phone away. You are right, dude. You are right. So let's hit on this a little bit. So I always say that got my first 5-star review today. That is a awesome achievement. That is a great goal. That means you got your Google My Business done. People struggle with that. That means that you asked for it. That means you followed up and you got a 5-star review. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Good evening, Jim. Good evening, Scott. So, following the process. What do I mean by following the process? Jason Huffner's been following the process, and he's 4 reviews away from being at 100 reviews. Now, Jason has only been doing this for about a year, a little over a year, about 12, 13 months. And when you follow the process and you work for your reviews, this is how you get this. This is how you set goals and you can obtain these goals. I was actually just on some of the groups I tell you all not to be on, and there was a guy, it took him 3 years to get to 100 reviews. Well, Jason did it in a year. How did he do it? He set goals. He's been following the process, and guess what? He got to 100 reviews. And so that's what you got to do. These are the things you have to do is follow the process. Now, what is that process? Are you following a process right now? Is it a good process? Is it a process that will help you grow your business? It all started with getting that first review over and over and over and asking over and over and over. So, who I'm talking about that did an $8,000 job. So, what happened is this guy is one that he kept following the process. He actually pays to go put out signs like this, pressure wash with the phone number. Whoop, wrong way. That right there, Liberty Power Wash. And he pays, I think it's $1 or $2 a sign. And I think it's $2 a sign. And they put out 40 signs every week. 40. Every sign, 40 signs every week. Well, this little sign right here is what made him get an $8,000 job. It's going to be some parking lot in a person's house. It's a business and a house, and it's kind of a combination thing. And this is how he did it. He did it by following the process. And it's about doing those things. Now, if you don't want to follow the process, and that's fine. You don't have to follow the process. But when you come up short, don't be coming to me saying, well, Jason, it's August. And I understand August is slow. August is slow. I understand that. So just to show how slow this month is, this is going to make DJ a $15,000 month, maybe more. Now, some of this is going to depend on going to the huge, and so there's going to be a time crunch. But so he may have only been to $7,000 or $10,000 in the month of August. But I'm sure a lot of you guys would love to do $7,000 in August. How did he do $7,000 in August? Following the process, putting out signs, asking for reviews. When you ask for reviews, that helps your website. All these things go the long way and help you do these things. So, Tristan, what up? I built my rig off using your videos. Awesome, awesome. Because right now I got some set of videos of rig building and not a lot of people are watching them. So I may have to change it up because my channel's going pretty steep, because you guys aren't watching my rig building ones. So I'm going to have to probably change them up a little bit. So there might not be so many rig building ones because that's not what people want to watch. They want to watch people blowing a bunch of smoke up your tail and telling you how you can make $1 million and high profits off of one machine and all this other stuff. And so that's fine, and I'm good with that. But, you know, this is what it is. So I may be pulling those videos. Those videos may only be in my membership. We're going to see. I may just let them fly and let it go and hope they start ranking later on. But signs don't work in Florida unless you made a under table deal with code enforcement like my friend did. But, you know, it's about following the process. What are the things that we need to do to follow the process to make sure that we are doing this thing? And I don't care what type of marketing you're doing. I don't care if you do Facebook. I don't care if you do LinkedIn. I don't care if you do signs. But at the end of the day, you just got to pick one and take action, and take massive action. You got to go out there and start putting this stuff up. If you think your business is just going to start growing by itself and it's just going to start expanding and getting bigger by, posting one Facebook page a month and putting out 5 signs a week, well, it's probably not going to happen. That's just the way it is, guys. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you have to do work to make this business work. You have to get into a system of getting this business and following the process. And I've been talking about following the process a lot lately because it really is following the process. And I don't care how you do it, but you have to keep marketing. A lot of times we get busy. We get real busy. And we don't follow the process. And the processes that I'm talking about aren't easy all the time. They take time. They take work. They take stuff. And so it will work, but you have to follow the process, guys. When I say we're going to do Facebook Lives, and if you're scared to do Facebook Lives, that's fine. But you can still post on Facebook. You can still post in the neighborhood groups. You can still post on your personal page. You can still post on your thing, but you got to post. And then you got to post in LinkedIn. You got to post in another areas. I just talked to Benjamin Baker, or not Benjamin Baker, Benjamin Gregory. And he was telling me, he follows the process. He spends $0 in marketing. He spends this much in marketing, 0. But what's his process that he follows? He posts 3 times a week on Facebook, and he posts 3 times a week in LinkedIn. And that, yes, he's been in business, and yes, he's getting 5-star reviews. He's got the most 5-star reviews in the tri-state over anybody else. There's nobody even close to him. And so what he does is, that's what he does. He posts 3 times in Facebook, and that. He just told me he's backed up because he hasn't gotten the quotes out. But in the last 7 days, he's backed up 29 quotes. He has 29 quotes that he hasn't even gotten out yet. And he just closed his second highest residential roof cleaning job, which is a $10,000 roof cleaning job for a residential house. Now, the job I'm talking about, it's a commercial and the residential. But it can be possible. It can be done. It has to. He's following the process. Benjamin's been following that process for about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. And so Benjamin was a competitor of mine when he first started. And he's been on Facebook, and he posts and posts and posts, and he don't give up. He posts 3 times a week. He's found out which days do best, and he keep posting. He posts 3 times on LinkedIn. He just got a bid that's over 10 hours away to do a job 10 hours away. How did he do that? Because he did that. Is he going to get that job? He's going to bid the crap out of it, and if he gets it, he'll make it worth his time. If he don't get it, oh well, who cares? But you got to follow the process, and it's pretty awesome for Benjamin, because here's the deal with Benjamin. He's got ADD. He's here, there, and everywhere. But he follows the process hard when it comes to 3 times a week, every week, Facebook and LinkedIn. And in the Facebook groups, he posts in all of the groups. I'm in all the groups with him. I see he'll post 3 this week, or 4 in this one, 3, 4 in the next one, 3 and 4 in the next one. And guess what? He gets business, guys. This is how you can grow your business. And he's doing it on a $0 budget, because he don't need to spend money, because he's willing to spend a little bit of time to be able to grow his business. Now, are you going to get that right off the get-go? Nope. You might have to go and post 5 or 6 times. You might have to try to 10x him to overcome where he's at. But once you start getting them 5-star reviews rolling, that will help your Google My Business, and you get your photos on Google My Business, and you keep posting photos on Google My Business, and you keep posting 3 times a week in Google in My Business, and 3 times a week in Facebook, and 3 times a week in LinkedIn, and 3 times a week in Nextdoor, and 3 times a week on Instagram, you will start getting business. That's following the process. Are there other methods of getting getting up there? Absolutely there is. Absolutely 100%. Does a website help? Yep, absolutely. Benjamin Gregory just paid for a website last year. He hadn't had a good website since very beginning. So did the website get him there? Nope, because he's still not ranking number 1 for pressure washing when it comes up there. So the website really doesn't get him a whole lot as ranking wise of SEO wise. So yes, the Google My Business does. And you know why that is? Because 70% use this thing looking up your service. 70%. It's across the board. 70%. Whether you're doing AdWords, SEO, 70% use this phone. How many swipes does it take to get to that number 1 spot in your organic for website SEO? Can anybody guess? I know I've been getting comments and I didn't go down. Sorry, but it's going to take about 5 to 6 swipes. Now, what does everybody have in the world? They have ADD. Just look on TikTok; it'll tell you have ADD. What's that mean? Are you going to swipe 6 swipes? Hell no. You're stopping at the Google My Business section. That's where your gold is. Your gold is in that Google My Business section. That's where your gold is. I'm about to place a bid on 5 locations for the same company. It sounded promising on my cold call. Follow up, hit it. That's what DJ did. DJ kept following up. I listened to the phone call on the following up. He switched it around a little bit. I did a live on this not too long ago. That's why I did the live. That's what we do. Brother-in-law has a GX 390 and didn't realize it. The backup is getting built next week. Awesome. Ordering more signs. If you want to get signs, you can go here somewhere. PressureWashHelp.com/signs and get you some signs, because signs make money, and lots of money. I got a pink sign and put out 10 signs when I first got them and hit a 15,000 on the 10. Then put out a second round of 10 and got 0. It's about putting them out and keep putting them out. Teamed up with a second roofing contractor. This is another great way. This is also how Benjamin does it. He does it through LinkedIn, but networking is a great way to grow your business. You need to be turning over and talking to people. You need to be flipping rocks. Go talk to go talk to other people that you might be able to help and work back and forth together. Yes, I do talk about packages and give them. Mr. Williams Washington, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for everything, Jason. We are at $8,500 in August and $4,500 more on the books, and there's more room. Packages, baby. I want to talk about the Williams Washington. Let's talk about Williams Washington. Williams Washington is from Michigan. They're way up here. They're pretty far. They're like way up here. Like when Michigan, they're like way up here. And they came to my training last year, and their Williams have been in through some tough stuff. They're actually pregnant now with their second kid, which is awesome. And he had a bunch of junk equipment and still ain't got the greatest equipment. But to do $12,000, $13,000 in the month of August is amazing. That is awesome. That is life-changing for this couple here. This is something that can take you and help you grow your business. This here is changing the life of their kids. It literally is changing how their kids are going to grow up. And that makes me more excited and happy than anything in the world right there. That right there is what I do, why I do this for. Because when I see stories like Williams Washington of how they're changing their kids' future from going from something that, when they actually flew out to Dallas, and, it's just amazing how something so simple in what they've done as a family, because they both work the business. Williams Washington, I had to tell him to get off the phone and let her answer the phone, because that's just what you have to do sometimes. And they did that, and she takes care of all of that stuff now. And this is amazing. This right here is life-changing for this couple. This is awesome right there. Just sent you an email. And this is something that they're doing, and this is what Jason does, is to be consistent, relentless, prolific, and ruthless. Do it. When it's hot, when it rains, when people hate on you, when your helper don't show up, when your dog's tired, when you broke down, you just got to keep being consistent, relentless, prolific, and ruthless. And this is so true right here. I talk about this quite a bit, but it's just over the process, doing that process over. And you got to be relentless and consistent about it. You got to do it when you're tired. You got to do it when it's hot and you don't want to do it. You got to do it when your equipment's broke down. You still go do that 5 around because your equipment broke down and you're kicking the tire as you're going. You got to keep pushing forward and keep doing the things you need to do. $1,700 a day here. That's awesome. That is awesome blossom. What kind of groups on Facebook? Your mom groups, your community groups, all of those types of groups are the ones you're wanting to be in. Your subdivision groups, everything. What do you post when you say or do some samples, please? This isn't about posting just about pressure washing every day. This is, when we're posting, we're going to post about different things. Yes, we can post about pressure washing, but we want the algorithm to start showing our stuff more and more to more people. And how do we do that? By doing things that people are going to interact with. So some things that you can do. You go to your favorite ice cream shop. What's your favorite ice cream shop? Ask a question. People will start responding to you, and you can respond back to them. So that keeps getting that dialogue. Then when you go do a pressure washing job, you can do it. Clean power washing, Rob Anderson, they try to do a lot of funny stuff. They'll throw the moss on there. He's got one picture of a moss on his hat for a hat. He does different, acts of kindness. And it don't even have to be an act of kindness of pressure washing. It could be any act of kindness of things that you can do. Those are some really good things that you can post about. Just post, just talk about people, talk to people, talk about people, ask questions. What's your favorite restaurant in your local town? Is it Chick-fil-A? You know, what is it? Yes, you can use that and put a bigger pump on it. When did when a bid ghosts you, how long do you keep following up for? Until you get an answer. Until you get an answer. $2,450 government building wash I got from cleaning my town's veteran memorial for free. The guy oversees 32 city properties in my town. So this is something that you can do to post about of an act of kindness. And look, he ended up with a $2,500 job. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. And yes, the weather is stupid hot here. So, Jason, is it okay to be friends with local competitors? And what are the benefits and consequences? Yes, it is okay to be friends with your competitors. You know, because here's the thing: I would rather you know each other's pricing and you price the same, so that way, if they call John A or John B, they're getting the same pricing. Or if they say, "Well, I need another quote," hey, Bob is a great person to do, and he does awesome work over there. And refer and let him and let them call him. And when they call him and he gives them the same price as you got, then that works well for you. And if you both work well together, then that's how you can grow together. Because you can't conquer by yourself of you trying to beat each other on price, because that's the worst thing you can do. When you're trying to win on price, that's the most stupidest thing ever. Whoever taught you to start winning on prices is stupid. And a lot of that is up here, your mindset, because you think that, well, they wouldn't pay that. Well, they will. So that's what you got to look at. That's what you got to do to grow your business. Guys on trailer, do you have the predicament or cross the width? Um, clean, clean a gas station sign. Oh boy, people will blow that up. And that's what Jason did. He cleaned a gas station sign and put a thing on Facebook and in the groups, and it got political. And he didn't even mean to get political, but it did, and then it got blown up. So that is something that you can do. And you know, this is something coming from someone that will say that, you know, you just got to remember there's all kinds of people out there. You just got to find your right customers. You got to find the people that want to pay you. That's what you got to find. You got to find the people that are willing to pay you, are willing to help you out, and willing to help you grow. These are the people you got to find. You don't want to find the Karens that don't want to pay. You don't want to find the people that want to try to beat you down on price. Those are not your customers. There's plenty of those customers out, but they're not yours. You want the other customers. You want the customers that are willing to pay you. How do we find those customers? Well, we got to find them. We got to keep flipping rocks. We got to keep doing hard things. We got to be consistent, prolific, relentless. That's how we find those people. Hey, Jason, should I replace my Hudson float valve for a Joe valve? Will it mount on top of the tank and hold as much water? I've been trying to find a replacement and I don't know what to get. If you're going to get rid of the Hudson, you can do it through the top, but you're going to have to put like a piece down in a 90 to mount it, because it actually mounts on the side and it does have a ball. So you have to kind of play with it where that ball is. Before you go doing a lot of that, make sure that ball fits down into the top of your tank, because sometimes they're a little tight in there. So just a heads up on that. I have a veteran competitor who's pretty much mentoring me and is kind of intimidating, but he is down to earth and landing huge jobs. I feel like I'm under his wing. And take that advantage, man. Take that advantage. Take it and run with it. Because here's the thing. If you got good competitors and you talk with each other and that, if he breaks down, you loan him your equipment. If you break down, he's going to loan you his equipment. And so when you have that working relationship, that goes a long way. That will suppress anything else out there. That is huge, huge. When you got that relationship working with another business owner like that, that is amazing. Because here's the thing, he might get too busy and then start giving you some equipment or some of the jobs. That's huge. Who cares? Maybe they're not as good as what you want, but they're good. Maybe he's got a big, huge job and he needs a little bit of help, and you're willing to go helping. That is huge. That is things that you have to do to be able to keep growing. And when you do that, both of you will grow, not just one. Both of you will grow. Tanks on trailer, perpendicular, crosswise. Just make sure, however they are, that they're across the. I like them crosswise. If you do them long ways, then sometimes they'll slosh on you. What's the best way for business? I've been in it for 10 years and everything is slow now. Well, are you following the process, or did you get comfortable and quit putting signs out and quit posting on Facebook and quit getting your 5-star reviews? If you've been in business for 10 years, you should have probably 200 or 300 5-star reviews. If you don't, then that's things that you need to work on. There's lots of things that can slow up and make you busier, or that. Well, daggone, Mr. Arkansas Soft Wash. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it very much. If you need any equipment, go check out his website right here, Arkansas Washing Equipment. I stopped in there. I stopped there when I went out west, or when I went to Texas. Got a great shop, very knowledgeable, and all kinds of cool toys in his shop. If you need equipment, my area has tons of barely used equipment for sale. Jason, you are the guru. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that is definitely something that I want to do. So George put, in my area, I can't put up yard signs. Any help? Small marketing budget right now. Again, get on. You don't always have to. If you can do some Facebook stuff, you can type it out, put pictures up, stuff like that. There's LinkedIn. There's all different kinds of stuff. I know you're probably not going to show your pictures and that kind of yourself. Same way with Benjamin Gregory. Benjamin Gregory hates to be on film, and you will see very few pictures of him. All he does is the before and afters and talks to other customers, and that's what he does. That's how he has gotten to where he is. That is a true competitor recommended me. These guys look like giants last year's to me, not no more. Arkansas Washing Equipment hooking up my stay and spray in the dark right now. Thanks, brother. Stay and spray. When is the Raleigh class again? It is October or September. Well, it's raining hard outside. It just started. It is September. I'm going to look at it because I don't want to give you a wrong date. It is September the 17th, 18th, and 19th. So you can go check out pressurewashhelp.com/in-person training. Christmas lights or pressure washing will be Friday, Saturday, and Christmas lights will be Saturday, Sunday. So Saturday is actually the same day, so that's when all the marketing gets talked about. That's when we talk about lift safety, ladder safety, all of that stuff. We will have an aerial truck there, so I'm gonna talk about aerial safety, checklist for your aerial, and what things that you need to know about your aerial before you get an aerial, whether you're renting them or any of that kind of thing. So it will help you run an aerial if you have that. And then the next class, if you can't make that one, is October 8th, no, October 9th and 10th and 11th. So Saturday and Sunday will be Christmas lights. Sunday and Monday will be pressure washing. I've always had word of mouth. It's just hot or mid. Yeah. That's why you got to keep. That's why you got to keep marketing and not just. That's why we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket. When we put all our eggs in one basket, if our hole gets if our basket gets a hole in it, we're SOL. Where if we have lots of different baskets and we've got lots of different ways that we're getting things, if one of them falls off, well, we can put a little bit more in this one. But if we only have one basket and it gets a hole in it, then we're sitting there going, well, that sucks. I ain't got no work. So that's why we want to make sure that we are doing those things. If you were a new business without a website, how would you spend $1,000 on advertising? I would buy lots of signs. I'd buy 200 signs, which would be about $700. And I would buy maybe a couple business cards. You can buy them all. You can buy everything I'm talking about right here at this same website, pressurewashhelp.com/signs. And that's what I would focus hard on. I wouldn't be buying a website. I wouldn't be doing any of that stuff. A website isn't something that if you build I've known people that build $5,000 website and they still don't get work off of it. So just because you have a website don't mean you're going to start making money off of it. You can make sure your Google My Business is done, have all your citations done on your Google My Business. All of that kind of stuff is what will grow your business. Those are things that will help you get moving. Those are the things that will move the needle. If you can't do signs, then you're going to have to find other things to do. But honestly, signs is where I would be at. I would be plastering the signs everywhere. I missed the open. What up, clean everyone? How you doing, Clean Surface Power Washing? What are you teaching at the Huge? Well, I'm trying to get my slideshow together, and I'm going to be talking about marketing, obviously. And I'm going to be talking about marketing on a shoestring budget. I was going to go one route, but I'm kind of shifting how I think I'm going to do it. And so it's actually going to hopefully be good for you. It's always going to be good for you. It's just a matter if I can get it out and convey it to you so you will understand it. Everyone has to remember sitting still don't make money. Turn the nitrous on and hit every key point in marketing. And that's I know Arkansas Softwash, he also did quite a bit of networking and he did quite a bit of free stuff to get other business. And there's more ways than one to skin a cat. There is no one way to get it. But I'll tell you one way you won't get business. And sometimes we think that if we got $1,000 that we can just spend money and all this business is just going to start coming to us. And that's not the case. We got to get out there and push it. We got to get out there and work it. We got to get out there and take action. And when we take action, we got to take massive action. We just can't take action of, well, I bought the signs, but they're all in a box right there. I don't know why my phone's not ringing. I got a box of signs right here, guys, but my phone's not ringing. Well, a box of signs in your house isn't going to be any good. You need a box of signs out at the road, out on the telephone poles. That's where you need those box of signs at. How long before Xmas lights do you recommend to start marketing, yard signs, etc.? I would start putting yard signs out probably starting a little bit in October, and then I would blast November. November, I'd go hard. With AdWords, I would start in October, maybe even a little bit in September, October, and then November, go unlimited budget. Whatever you can afford for November, go 100%. We have a plan after Huge. We are going to be the premium roof cleaning company in the area. I will be looking down to everyone. As I was doing a gutter cleaning, the customer was watching and chatting with me. Long story short, I upsold him a house wash and a roof wash. That's a good upsell. Just got my remote downstream box from Southside Equipment. I asked about coupon codes on Sunday and King no longer worked. I emailed the Huge directly and they told me to use MBZ as a coupon code to save $99. Thought I'd share, just told me today. George, there are many marketing tools out there. You might not have the yard sign advantage, but you sure as hell have all the others. Get educated on marketing and go out there and get that money, baby. Get that Google My Business, George, up and running. That's where you can make a lot of money. Is off that. I like word of mouth, meaning I tell everyone. Gumption is my middle name. I've been chased out and laughed out of business. Keep going, following the process. Walleye on Lake Erie all weekend. Game planned for September. That's a good. Hey, that thing, a bad thing. Do you have to be at Huge, or can I somehow watch the speakers on the web? I don't think they're doing an online version of it. I know they are. I know they are videotaping everything, but I don't know. I don't know about that. What did he send me? Sent me a photo. For Christmas lights, is there a basic investment dollar amount to have the necessary equipment? You really need the GOAT or the Ridge Pro. I like the GOAT the best. You need Cougar paws. So between those two things, you're looking about $800, $650 for the GOAT, and about $200 for your Cougar paws. You may need a 40-foot ladder. You can usually get away with a 28 or a 32. You can rent the 40 if you ever need it. But there is definitely something that you can do is rent that 40, or you can try to get away with not using the 40 at all. And then on the light side, you can actually you don't have to have a lot of investment, especially if you can sell some lights and get that 50% deposit up front. That way, when you go to buy the lights, then you're not putting anything out of pocket. So that is something that you have to do, or you can do to not have to put out a lot of money. So for investment wise, you could do it for about $1,000. Do vendors sell equipment at the Huge? I'm hoping to get a window cleaning equipment. Yes, they do sell lots of equipment there. You usually can get some pretty good deals out of them. If anybody wants equipment, I have this trailer right here for sale. If anybody wants it, my hope is I'm going to put I'm actually going to buy a reel for this side right here. So when I'm at the Huge, I'm going to look for a reel, and then it will have a soft wash system on it also. Thanks, Jason. Much respect. You are a true inspiration and wealth of wisdom. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I really do. Videos are for those who show up. There's too many classes when time, so it's for sale for attendees, I believe. Yeah. The biggest thing too is guys, whoever is going to the Huge, I would highly recommend that you network. I got one of those Karens in here already. I would highly recommend that you would network, and make sure that you are finding other business owners and talk to them, see what's working for them, what's not work for them. There's going to be some Wes Bloom is going to be there. He's a little short guy. Go up and talk to him. He's putting on a class. I would highly, highly take his class. I'm glad my class ain't on the same time as his class, because I'm going to be in his class, because Wes is very smart. He's young, very smart, very good with numbers. So I would definitely I would put Wes on your list to be at. People like that are smart, and he's very down to earth, very cool dude. So go talk to him. If he don't talk to you, just tell him Jason said he's going to beat you up if you don't. I'm not going to, but just talk to him. He's an awesome dude, very smart. Even if you're not talking to him, go sit next to him. Listen to what he's telling other people. There's going to be a lot of people there that have grown pressure washing businesses and sold them, and some are sold, and you don't even know about these type of people. Brandon, I don't know if he's going to be there. There's a bunch of people there that are Brent Williams. There's a bunch of people there that has grown businesses. If Guy Blackman's there, he's usually there every year. He's another one. He's a little grumpy and he's a little sensitive sometimes, but mostly grumpy. But he's very wealth of knowledge, huge wealth of knowledge. A lot of our vendors that the huge Eric Cease and Lisa Cease, huge wealth of knowledge. Eric is full of knowledge. Now, Eric's not your normal salesman. Eric's a little rough on the cuff. He'll drop the F-bomb and all the other ones that go with it. But Eric is an amazing dude. Eric is very smart. Eric is one that is very, 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 very smart. And so that's, Tim Fields. Tim Fields, I met Tim Fields, way back when. Tim Fields is a, very wealth of knowledge. And these people with wealth of knowledge usually have other people and they come talk to each other. And you just listen and find out what they're saying and listen and take that information and just suck in as much as you can. Take your little thing of paper or put it in your notes. Anything you hear that you want to remember, put in your notes. Just to put in your notes. That's what I do whenever I go in places like this. I open up my notes and I don't have to put everything. I might be like, Tim Fields said this, or this person said this. That's what I do. And the reason why I do that for is so I can remember that piece of information. And so you definitely want to make sure that you are getting around these people at the huge. This is very smart. At the end of the day, I want you guys to be successful. I want you to go to huge and get lots of knowledge out of it. But I want you to go there and get one thing that makes you $10,000. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the huge and you take one thing and implement it in your business and you make $10,000. Because it's all about taking action. I don't want you to go to the huge and get all this information and then you do nothing. That's the last thing I want you to do. If you find something that $10,000 quote that somebody said, that $10,000 ideal in your head, take that sucker and run with it. Don't sit there and, you're going to hear a lot of stuff. You're going to hear stuff all through this whole weekend. But take the information that you need and that will work in your business. And even if you don't think it'll work in your business, try it. Just try it. Try it. See if it works. A lot of times it'll work. If it's working in this business, there's a good chance it's going to work in your business. Not 100%, but there's a damn good chance that it will. And so make sure that you are going to the booths. Talk to the vendors. Most of the vendors there are pressure washers that have been owned at pressure washers. Michael Hindeliner. Go talk to Michael. Michael Hindeliner will talk to anybody. He looks really big and sexy and buff and all that, but he's super nice dude. He'll talk to you. He won't treat you like a piece of crap. Yes, he's worth $10 million, but you won't know that he won't treat you like that. He's a very nice gentleman. Make sure you talk to him. Shake his hand. Talk to him. Kurt Kempton. Definitely, you got to hit Kurt Kempton's booth. Kurt Kempton is the best person out there, the nicest, the most, and he used to own a window cleaning business. That's one class. Well, actually, he's a main speaker. Don't miss. He will be probably the best head speaker. That's just my opinion. But he's not full of crap, and he gives great information out. And it's not how to grow your business, but it tells you things that can help you grow your business, things that will set you apart. And that's what I like about Kurt. Kurt Kempton he will be my favorite person to listen to because he always is. He never disappoints. But when he's up there, when he's back at his booth, go talk to him. Go shake his hand. Go talk to him. He might even give you a pair of socks. He's got ResponsiBid socks. Go get a pair of socks. Um, but go talk to them. These are some knowledgeable people. Thanks, Jason. I'm going to look for the next class available ASAP. It makes sense. Well, pressurewashhelp.com/in-person training. Stressed over here. Just got hit. Just got to hit the ground and grind, but very stressed first season. Better than I thought, but winter is quickly approaching. Yep. So make sure you're storing up, baby, and don't give up. Where are we going? We are all headed to the money. What do you guys usually do in the wintertime? New to this game. 2 weeks left of winter here, and it's terrible. But then we are in lockdown 6. Well, I tell you what we do. I don't know if I got this or not here. Let me see here. We do green screen. Let's see, is this a green screen too? We do Christmas lights. Christmas lights is what we do. Christmas lights are what we do because they make stupid loads of money. Christmas lights is probably the most profitable thing that I know out there. Oh, that's Disney. That ain't the right background. I don't know if I have my Christmas light one. I don't see it. I guess this has got to be it. Christmas lights is what we do. Christmas lights is there's a lot of money to be made in Christmas lights. Let's see here. I actually just built my website. If you go to christmaslights.io, I've changed it. It is changed. It is done. I got to do some more work to it, but it's done. And done is better than nothing. Getting it done is what's part of it, right? You know, we can hope and wish all we want, but if we don't get stuff done, then that don't do us no good. So that's why we got to get stuff done. And yes, it's not 100% finished, but it's done. I got it up. I'm going to work on it some more before I get to the huge. I'm trying to find a Christmas light picture. Here's a Christmas light picture. Let's see what this one looks like. There's some Christmas lights, Santa Claus. But Christmas lights is what we do. And what's your average cost per lead like on Facebook in the winter? Well, for pressure washing, it's pretty cheap because nobody's looking for it. But in the summertime, it's a little bit more higher. What Jason H. said, don't let anything stop you. If it's not a job, then hit the ground with a sign and keep making sure people see you in your business. Going to press gutter cleaning hard. That's another thing you can do right here. Gutter cleaning. Gutter cleaning is a great business to get into. Gutter cleaning hard for the fall and build a hot water enclosed trailer and go after fleet and hoods. I don't know about that, but I would go after gutter cleaning hard. When surface cleaning a parking lot, can I go over the lines with a surface cleaner? I would be careful, but usually you can and it don't hurt the lines. In the winter, you provide a substitute of pressure washing. What can I do with a 3000 2.8? I've been thinking of starting, but that's all the equipment I got for the moment. Put you a downstream injector on it, get you some soap nozzles, and get to work so you can buy you a bigger pressure washer. Pressure washing has an internship position. Find it. Thanks, guys. I'm not going to quit. Can't stop this bull. Just got to stay focused. Jason started with the 2.3. You can go far. I didn't care for the roof pumps. They go bad and they're expensive. Jason's winter equals Christmas lights. If you're in doubt right now, chances are other washers in your area are too. Battle on and leave them in your wake. For Christmas lights, do I have to use a special clip for the tile roofs, or how do I attach lights to polished concrete buildings? On the building, well, it depends on if it's polished metal building. If it has a metal cap on it, you can use magnets. If not, a lot of times you can put the up underneath the cap and with a clip, and we use our clips on everything. You can also, they make a thing that you can sell that you put. It has like a little groove on it, and the clip clips on it. And this has 3M tape on it, so you tape this down, and then you just put that on top of it. I thought about lights this year, but not sure. You're probably going to be busy doing the other stuff. Yard signs or door hangers? Yard signs all day long. Door hangers, you get one person to see. Yard signs, you get 10,000 people to see. 66 watching, only 17. Give the guy a thumbs up. Did you take down the build you had on YouTube with the 2500? No, there is still that playlist out there. It is out there. If you go to my thing and find playlist, under my playlist, there's a whole playlist of that there. It's still up there. I didn't take it down. Hey, better late than never. So you definitely want to make sure you come on Sunday night, because this guy right here is going to be on Sunday night, Mr. Greg Townsend. Greg Townsend has a great story, and he will be on here. Again, if anybody wants to buy this rig right here, I will sell it. I might even give a deal. What about the build list? Yeah, it's got jacked up because I changed that website and I got to get it fixed. So I don't have it fixed yet. I'm working on it, but it's not done yet. So it's a work in progress. It's probably going to be after the huge, because I got like 15 things going on right now. If you're new here, trust Jason. He is the king. Greg is my hero. He's a superhero. Hey, Greg, are you going to be at the huge, or are you not coming? You only live close, but I didn't know if you were coming to the huge or not. Because if you're coming, everybody's going to want to get an autograph with you. So I want to get my autograph with Greg too. I don't know if you're coming or not, but Jason Hefner is my hero. But again, you can go check out. I do have some trainings coming up, in-person trainings. This is going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina. This training here is one of where is the 25-step checklist available on the training? Yes, it is. It's in the pressure washing area, and it's the 26 steps and it's all on there. It's the very first video, Brian. All depends on logistics because kids are in school. I got you. The huge is during the week. Yeah, it's Monday. It's Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, or Thursday and Friday, I think it is. Yeah. So this training here is with Donovan, and I'll have Donovan on here a couple times before the training. But Donovan is growing his business to over. He did $1 million last year with only 3 guys, 3 guys and 2 office people, and so it is pretty. It is in a pretty good class down there. It's actually at his shop. We will be doing Christmas light training and pressure wash training. The pressure wash training is pretty intense. It is a hands-on training. You get to touch the stuff. I make sure that you're spraying it right. And so this is definitely something you want to look at. I make sure you got the right pattern. I make sure you know how to do everything right. The Christmas light training is also in person. It is another thing you get to touch. We have a prop that's a house that you get to put the lights on the gutter. We have a prop that we can adjust so we can teach you about the pitches and how to do it safe, how to put anchors on. All of those awesome things are things that you need to know how to do Christmas lights properly and safely. And so this is definitely something that I would highly recommend for you to be safe and do it. You will get a certificate of completion. You will be certificate certified just like anywhere else. So that is something that you can use for your insurance that will help you actually get cheaper insurance by coming to the class. Actually, I have one guy that by coming to the class, he saved the amount that he spent on the class. So it is definitely worth, you will get your weight in gold. So that is definitely something that you might want to think about. But it is something that is a great in-person class. It is 3 days. It is pretty intense. There's a lot of usually good conversation goes. Usually we all eat dinner out and everything like that. So you learn a whole lot at the end of the day. What's your price for the build with the soft wash ballpark? Like 13,000, 14,000. I might come down a little bit if anybody wants to buy it without the soft wash. I mean, I have all the parts. I don't have it together for the huge. I don't know if I could get it together for the huge. I can bring it to the huge. So I have to email a W-9 with a list of services to the city here, and maybe they could use me. Another competitor Another competitor just bit the dust. You have to charge, guys. How much for the rig? I actually have a page on it somewhere too. I don't have it up here. I'm thinking about putting a flatbed together on an F-250. That works great. Jason is a fire hose of wealth of knowledge. Yes. George took my class last year. By the end of the class, there's a lot of information that comes at you. Jason, are you coming to Orlando, Florida? I don't know. I don't have nothing signed up as of right now. I finally get to listen to him live because listening to a lot of podcasts he has on Pandora since I've been thinking of pressure washing. I'm all ears. Yep. So you can go check me out on my podcast, kingofpressurewash.com/podcast. It's pretty good. Donovan is a great guy. Quote of the day: mediocrity is a disease. So here's the thing. Here's another thing, guys. Especially for you guys that may be traveling to the huge. Especially if you're driving to the huge and you're spending 5, 6, 7 hours in a car. This is what I would tell you to do: download a book and listen to a book. Here's a great book. This is kind of one of my new favorite books. It's kind of like get you pumped up and get going, but it's true, guys. Listen to a book. Never stop learning. Don't just listen to me on this or some of these other guys out there. Go out there and read a book. You will be surprised. Yes, as a pressure washer, what you can learn by reading a book. You will get all kinds of wealth of information, and this is important. This is what will set you apart. This is what will help you up here. This right here will help you right here. Your mindset. This right here is the only thing keeping you back at the end of the day. You can do it. You personally, whoever is on the other side of this video can do this. You right there can do this. The only thing stopping you from doing this is this right here, the thing in between your ears. And a lot of it is you things here, what you listen to, and who you're listening to. So if you're listening to the wrong people and you're listening to that crowd, get out of the crowd. Go to another crowd. Go find the people that are going to be encouraging you and going to up and do it. And I want you to be the dumbest person in that crowd. I don't want you to be the top of the crowd. I want you to be the dumbest person in the crowd of people that you're around. And a lot of times, family is the worst. They're the most negative people. You can't do this. You can't do that. You're a failure. You suck. You can't do this because you suck. No, you can do this. The only thing stopping you from doing this is this right here. So put good information in this right here and you will grow your business. I promise you guys. I swear to you. You put good information in and that will help you grow. If you're on this and you're listening to crap music, if you're listening to the news, get off of it. It's not going to grow your business. You can't change a thing. Put good information in your head and you will grow your business to the next level. You will get to the next things. You will start focusing on the things that you need to focus on. Those are the things that will grow your business. Those are the things that will get you to the next level. Those are the things that takes you to get you to $100,000, get you to $250,000 a year, $500,000 a year. Maybe it's not even about money. Maybe you want to do something for whatever purpose that you feel called to be in a purpose for. That's what you got to do to get to that level. Those are the things that you can do. And at the end of the day, it's not about money. At the end of the day, what is your purpose? What are you here for? What are you doing? What are you just here just to, because you can't focus and you can't see where you're going? You don't have a dream. You don't know what your dream is. Your dream is to get to a Friday to get a paycheck. Is that your dream? What's your dream? What's your end goal? If you don't have an end goal, you will never get to, you will get to it, because when it comes to Friday, that's your goal. Well, my next Friday, that's my goal. Well, next Friday, that's my goal. Or do you have a goal of an end goal? Where do you want to be at in 10 years? Where do you want to be at in 20 years? Do you want to be at the same place, clicking the same time clock? Or do you want to run a business and support other things out there and to make things happen? This is what you got to do. Put good stuff in here, and good stuff will come out. You put crap in here, well, guess what comes out? Poop. And you know what? I don't want you to be mediocre. I want you to be awesome. I want you to be amazing. I want you to do things that you never thought you could do. I want you to do things that a teacher told you would be a failure, and to prove that teacher wrong. That's what I want you to do. I want you to prove that teacher or that POS person that said you wasn't good enough, you suck. I want you to point them and say, no, I don't suck. Look what I've done. Look where I'm going. Look at the things that I'm going to do. Look at the things that I'm going to improve. That's what I want you guys to do. That's what I want you to do. How do you do it? By putting one step in front of the other, getting a vision, see where I want to go at, having dreams, doing the things that I need to do to make those things happen, turning dreams into goals, turning goals into things that are accomplished. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. And I know I just went on this long rant about that, but I honestly want you to be successful. I want you to be people like this guy right here. I want you to be successful. That's what I want. I don't want just the old average Joe. Average Joe does nothing. Average Joe gets us nothing. It gets us nowhere. We have to do things and be hard. You know, this guy right here, Greg Townsend, he's got a heart for the NA. He's got a heart for the kids' football. He has dreams for his kids. And how is he getting them done? One step in front of the other. Taking action, kicking butt, and taking names. And that's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. All right, sorry about the rant, but started a $5,300 job tomorrow. Should take 3 days, no more than 4 in August. That's awesome. Yeah, it's kingofpressurewash.com/podcast. I believe it's in the description down below. Hey, Jason, had to fire my tech of 3 years yesterday. I didn't expect it to be emotional for me. It can be. If you come to Orlando, please let me know. Super chat. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. There's the inspirational speech I was waiting for. Really want to quit my full-time job hearing you. Yes, I can. You're right. Be positive, guys. You got to be positive. You got it. This is a good attitude to have. Yes, you can do it. Get the negative out of your life. Get the no out of your life. Focus on finding your customers and fixing their problems unless your competition is paying you more attention to them. The purpose is to be wealthy. These days, the purpose is to be healthy. Yeah. Spent 30 minutes to do a free concrete cleaning for a customer that always shares my Facebook post and got a house wash from a friend an hour later. Jason, you're the best. Heck yeah. Thanks, Jason. Putting that positive energy out there, always inspiring. So, when we come to the huge, I want you to be positive. I want you to start thinking what you can do. I want you to go back home and take action. I want you to take action this week. I don't want you just to wait till next week. I'm going to start next week. I'm going to take action. Worst you can do is fail. And what's failure? By not taking action is failure. Take action, make it happen, things happen. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. That's what I want you guys to do. I want you to guys keep pushing forward. Keep doing those things that you need to do that are hard things. When you do hard things, amazing things will happen. Are they going to be perfect? Hell no, they're not going to be perfect. I screw up all the time. Screw up all the time. I did one, I redoing my website and I screwed the pooch on it. But you know what? I'm taking action. It's making it happen one step at a time. That's what you got to do. Take action. Quit trying to make everything perfect because it's never going to be perfect. I don't care what you do. You're never going to be 100% perfect. Nobody's perfect. So just take action, make things happen. Again, Greg Townsend will be on Sunday. Also on Sunday is the Zoom call for the members only Zoom call. That's at 7:00. That's this Sunday. And then obviously on Monday will be Marketing Monday. Failure is the opportunity of learning, is the learning opportunity. Yep, 100%. Hope y'all, I want to watch Christmas lights. I don't think you want to watch Christmas lights. You want to put up Christmas lights. Hope you all have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday. See y'all, guys. Have a great weekend, and be safe. And I'll see you at the Huge. A lot of you guys at the Huge. When we're at the Huge, I might do my podcast or my Sunday night live in person with a bunch of people. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely check it out. Check me out next Thursday. I'll probably have some people around me, and we may do it live. Hope you all have a great time and learn lots this next week at the Huge.